to Game 3 of the finals of the OMG tournament between xPankraz and Pyre. I am joined in the booth by Tybalt. Tracking us today is Fiery Blizzard, and restreaming is Aaron Lore. Welcome, Tybalt. What do you think? What do you think about this matchup today?
Pankraz is known as the man, the myth, the legend. He's won a tournament. He's made big waves in this tournament. Opponent Pyre making just as big waves. As we've seen in previous races between these two, there's little room for error between both these runners.
Yeah, they both really know what they're doing. They know when to make checks that are maybe off the wall, off the beaten path, and to try to get an advantage. And we'll see if that comes into play in Game 3 today.
Definitely. If we see it in this particular tournament over the past, month and a half, it's usually been us just stay on Earth. The moon's completely haunted, nothing up there. Is it going to happen today that the moon's going to pay out?
Boy, I think it will. I think there'll probably be at least one key item up there, but
I think the math dictates there's at least two.
Yeah,
there's a guaranteed two.
Well, one required item, I'll say.
Yeah. Then it all comes to when you get that darkness, how soon do you go up to the moon?
Yeah, that's very true as well, and how many key items you found until that point. Could be that the moon has a bunch of fetch quests that you have to come back to get your key items. Who knows, but that's definitely been the theme of this tournament, has been, how long do you stay on the Earth? When do you go to the moon? And is your objective going to be behind the trap chest, the altars? There's a lot of decision space in this flag set.
Definitely. And we probably will see both our runners at the start head straight to Evelyn, getting that delicious loot in there. But then it really divides from there where both these runners will go.
Yeah, gosh, Evelyn loot is so critical to determining what you do first. We see that Pankraz loves to do Mad Ogres if possible. He'll leverage anything that he finds there, and we've seen Pyre do a little more overworld stuff if like a mage weapon or a giant weapon doesn't show up. So we'll see which route he elects to do today.
Yeah, the Mad Ogres, as long as you have some decent armor and anti-mage gear, like an Aegis shield or a rune ring, you can take on those Mad Ogres to get some early game experience to make rest of the clearing the overworld a lot faster. But if you did find anything, it can make it a bit of a slog in there, and it could pay out if you take the slog run.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's no easy answer, I don't think, and that's why we still see both methods being common all the way up to this stage of the tournament.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely be in for a race tonight. Just gotta wait for that gate to drop.
Yeah, we get we get all that information at the start. We get to see a boss. We get to see the starting kit. We get to see who we're going to run around the overworld with. A lot of decisions to be made at that point.
That's gonna be the biggest thing. What do we get for a starting kit? Because there's some pretty big options out there for starting kits.
Yeah, there's some good ones and there's some bad ones. So we'll see exactly what it is. But
you got it from between like the 50 bestiaries or to the amazing, never gonna happen 99 adamant armors.
Yeah, it could happen. It has happened before, not in a tournament race, but in a club race. So it's possible.
Yeah, you get those 99 adamant armors, you don't care. You're just zooming.
The seed's over at that point. It's just go find all the key items.
Yeah. Oh look, the Mad Ogres are doing 1 damage to me. Oh no, I'm so afraid. So where are you looking? Where would you want this? As we have one of our objectives to defeat the Triple Gauntlet, where do you want it to show up?
Oh gosh, well, I'd say like package, but no one's gonna check package. So maybe Giant 1 would be kind of nice. That'd be new.
Ooh, Eddie is our partner.
2 cat claws. That's not bad.
No, Kekla hype.
You get some agility.
Agility, some strength. Nothing for the attack part. It's a great offhand weapon once you find a high attack weapon like a defense sword or
Yeah, absolutely.
with a spoon.
It's really good for a character that doesn't have a ton of agility too. Like maybe if Sid shows up, it's a great offhand for him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think in this particular flag set, characters that may not be as useful in other ones, like Sid is the best character in this one. Hands down.
Yeah, Sid is great no matter when he shows up. Is kind of his big advantage, and he's
Yeah, because he can be an anchor. He's got a high strength stat. He's actually has the highest crit rate of all the characters. His normal downside is just because he's so slow. But with Omnidextrous, we can make him faster.
Usually, if the right gear shows up.
Oh, yeah.
So far, we're getting kind of junk.
Nothing but money here. Like, self-sells for a bit. We're never going to use the arrows.
Oh, and we should mention that we also got the Legend Sword to start. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I mean, you're just looking for one key item to get that early forge, which, can be something great.
Hey, there's some ogre weapons.
Yeah, a crystal armor and an ogre axe. So I definitely think that, at least for Pankraz, mad ogres are on the table as we were talking earlier.
Yeah, that crystal armor in the back row, I think that'll neutralize most of the ogre's attacks. If we just have a couple more pieces of gear, we've got that black belt to help our attack power. So I think we can take on the ogres fairly easily here.
Yeah. I think we got enough for it. Another cat claw.
Yeah, we got the shuriken. That's a little bit of an upgrade over the
Ooh, two
full
black
moon, I
belts.
think. Alright, so we got 3 pieces of strength here. That's probably plenty.
Pankraz opting not to do the mad ogres. Pyre might be taking a page out of Pankraz's book here and taking on those mad ogres, though.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm surprised that Pankraz did not check that, but we'll see. Oh! Pyre's juked us.
Never mind.
Tricked us.
I mean, maybe once another character besides Edward want to use Edward as the anchor and just get the character from Hobbs and have them get the experience from Mad Ogre. So it's like a Hallam to get that early experience for Virus and Quake for that hook route.
Yeah, it's very, we didn't get any gear that resists the Mad Ogres, so I can see it being risky.
Well, we have Iridia. Yay.
Well, we got Sylph.
I don't think we're going to be hearing any wee boo-boos at all.
Yeah, we don't have any wisdom gear. Well, she starts with a Lilith, so that's not horrible, but yeah, I don't think that's super helpful.
No. Ooh, we have Pyre here checking the public 9.
Yeah,
Sandberg from Bedward.
Probably just feeling we don't have a ton of gear right now. And
We
Pankraz...
got 3rd black belt. So we've got all the strength gear here.
Yeah. Pankraz decides this Ruby isn't going quite the way he wanted it to.
Now, Ruby can be tricky early on with the characters we have. We have no HP. So even if the Fire 2s from the counters are going to be minor HP, we don't have much HP to spare.
Yeah, that's definitely, even though this should be doable, it's just very tricky. Especially depending on who gets the glare.
Yeah, it's another thing is like glare is just going to take on anyone. Yeah, see right there, most of our HP is just toast. with that fire too.
Ordinarily, a glare for 350 damage wouldn't be an issue.
No. But when our max HP on our characters is maybe 110, like, I mean, there's just no way.
Yeah, it looks like FF4FE really wants the XP on Rydia as well, taking the time to life her up. And it's going to also risk getting XP on Eddie to get the XP on Rydia.
I'm curious of why he wants the experience on Rydia.
That was rough.
And we have a Yang.
Well, that Yang will help you pick up Rydia.
Yeah.
Probably just pick him up for that.
Well, I mean, Yang's only useful things in this flag set is I have HP and I'm a good anchor. Yep. That's about it.
Sometimes that's enough.
Like I said, to go to Antlion, we will have Pyro checking Sheila's closet. Not find anything too grand in here. Might be waiting to get it like a Blizzard Spear or Ice Brand for Flame Dog.
Plus that Ruby.
Yeah.
At this point, that Ruby might just be, let's get some experience.
Heads up play by Pankraz using a Star Veil because he knows he's not going to be able to take these guards out in one shot, so wants to reflect that size and piggyback at them.
Yeah, it was a nice miss from Edward there to help out.
I don't care whether or not they hit you or you hit them or not. If you miss, they're just not going to care.
They still counter.
Yep. Ooh, Antlion here at Fabul. Those counters are going to hit.
Yeah, just got to keep healing after the counter and take it slow.
When they do say slow and steady wins the race.
Sometimes you just get unlucky high rolls too.
Ooh,
I don't know if 110 is enough, but we'll see. I think we're through.
Yeah, Pyre definitely playing with some fire here.
A Pigtail would be great if we had the hook.
Yeah. But we all know what it's going to be. It's always a white shirt. Oh, there's a Blizzard Spear.
We did it.
That's what we call a Woobear chest. That is amazing find.
Yeah, that'll help out a ton. Get another character.
Pankraz going right back for that Rydia.
Yeah, set this up nicely. Antlion's down for Pyre. Let's see what Fabul gives.
What is the king going to give us? Money.
Well, we had that already.
So it's just more money. I mean, we're saving all this money to be able to buy more black belts in Evelyn. It's fine. Right?
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. I think I'm stuck on both cat claws to give as much agility as possible to this Porum.
Yeah, that's clever. Just take out Ruby easily that way.
And Ruby's down. Rydia now has the experience. Could Pankraz be hoping to get Titan or Leviathan for having Rydia as a sweeper?
Yeah, you could get Titan from, but also we have Sylph. I think that was the plan. But maybe we get Titan. I don't know that that's really that great for sweeping just because of the delay on the spell.
Well, Rydia learns Quake so late.
Yes.
Is the problem.
Yeah, Leviathan or Bahamut would be ideal. I don't think Titan is quite quick enough, except for the ghosts.
Huh. And going straight to Bull, we're going to see that. You see Antlion. We like to see Antlion on the moon, but I mean, he's working his way over there.
Eddie is hiding on Pyre, making it difficult to maintain his anchor.
I mean, definitely for both our runners here, Edward is just taking a nap. Gonna be around, probably gonna be around for the
Yeah.
rest of the seed unless we find somebody who's better.
Pankraz's Eddie has gotten some experience here. So
It's
he
not
may
that
be,
hard to drop it for him.
And still has not changed rows either, which is interesting.
May just want to go. May not want to go into the menu to do that. And down goes Eddie.
Pyre picks up that Blizzard Spear too, so that's even.
Yeah, Blizzard Spear is such a huge item early on. And probably going straight back over to Zot to check that Flame Dog.
Yeah, and this Antlion takes 2 Sylphs and shrugs it off. So we need to finish it off with Porum there. Maybe we'll pick up some Wisdom gear for Rydia.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Question is, where's Pankraz going to go now? Does he go do Flame Dog, or does he go like Baron Inn? So you can get for another character to kind of give this team just a little bit more power.
Yeah, that's a great question. I would be very nervous about Baron Inn right now. The second spot has very high attack power, and while we have the crystal armor, we don't have a ton of offense to get through it quickly. It would still probably tear through our HP pools.
And there's our hook from the Flame Dog.
Well, that's helpful. So we can go turn in that pink tail, maybe get a nice weapon, and then we can reevaluate after that.
Yeah. I mean, almost anything besides arty arrows would be great from that pink tail. Whether it's defensive in the aspects of a white shirt or offensive as an Avenger.
Yeah, the white shirt isn't going to be that great. It's good. It's good defense, of course, but we kind of already have that.
And I don't think Pankraz checks the Sandruby.
Even a Bahamut orb would be great.
The thing with Sandruby, it's a long way to get there for a character, and you've got 2 checks that have characters along your way. One has a key item with it, and the other one is your progression underground. So I don't see Sandruby being checked.
Yeah, it's not too common. I think Pyre did it early just because he really wanted another character, since the starting 2 weren't that great and he couldn't get through that Ruby.
Yeah.
Or didn't feel like he could get through it at any rate.
Yeah, I mean, if you change that character in the bed and typo to like a Foo or an Edge, like then you take them, and then you feel real good about it.
For sure. We'll see if Pankraz looks to be interested. It's hard to say no to a potential Foo.
Yeah,
that would be a complete game changer to just not check that.
Yeah, it's a free check. It's just time. It's the only thing you're losing here. And then Pankraz, knows he's good enough. He can give little bits of time here and there, and he'll get them back.
I will say,
it's so fast.
I maybe would have checked that after Baron, because if you do want that character, you get a free heal, and then you have to knock down Edward again for this check, which is very annoying. But 6 of one, half dozen of another.
Yeah, we got Sid with some orbs.
Well, you know what? We got a nice character.
Yeah, we were talking about him earlier. Definitely will. We've more than doubled our HP here, I think.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've tripled it, I think.
Well, tripled the starting because he starts with what, 7?
Yeah, 700 or so.
We've got over 650, I think. Math on stream, don't do it. Well, no gauntlet here.
Yeah, this is at
So-
least pretty doable. Depends
Yeah.
on how hard we get punched. But hopefully, actually, this is a good opportunity to equip that Legend Sword that we started with, which maybe Pankraz is going to do here. Yeah, he put it at the bottom of the menu, but here it is.
That's some high level of knowledge of gameplay there. Like Legend Sword will hit the Dark Elf harder because it has that holy aspect to it.
Yeah, the other thing we can do is Rydia does have stop, so that will also neutralize the second phase.
Yeah, even though Pyre got into this fight first,
Pyre's
Pankraz
Rydia
made up
does
some time.
not have stop. Yeah, exploiting the holy weakness is huge.
And we get just a spear.
Oof, big hit.
Ow.
I think Pyre's okay.
I mean, Pyre should be fine. I don't think Rydia's gonna be walking that one off anytime soon.
Yeah, the Gungnir Spear isn't horrible. It's good base attack power.
But all the spears have terrible accuracy on them.
Well, that's true.
Like, the only one that doesn't is the Abel's Lance.
To answer a question from chat, the only reason to pause the spell animation is just to get rid of the audio sound effect. It doesn't speed up how quickly it goes, at least as far as I know.
No.
You will see them, sometimes they will do the running away animation, and that actually does save like a couple frames per second or something like that.
Yeah, so during any crumble boss.
Yeah, any spell animation or something like that.
Yeah, because when you do the crumble boss, it actually speeds up the crumbling, like over the course of all the crumble bosses. I think it's like 3 seconds. It's not much, but in the race between both of these, every second counts.
Yeah, it's not much until the difference in the race is 3 seconds, right?
Oh yeah. No, we don't have to fight the sisters. The sisters are just taking a nice old shower.
Yeah, they can be difficult in some spots, so kind of nice to see them here.
Yeah, especially without any mage masher or rune axes. Like, getting the sisters off the table is nice to know.
Yeah. What do we do after this Pinktail turn in? Do you want to climb the mountain or just go to the
Ooh, that I'd say climb the mountain for experience to get Porum up to Berserk and Blink before going Emblem.
I think we have Berserk already, but I kind of want to skip that mountain for now.
If everybody wants to skip the accursed mountain, I'm one to do the accursed mountain.
My thought process is, what if Gauntlet is just on the hook route, and you don't have to check for bosses?
Okay, I can see that. But I mean, for Pyre's side, Pankraz is one to never really do mount ordeals. So in Pyre's shoes, doing that is something that Pankraz isn't gonna do and might give him a bit of an edge if there is something up there.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. Definitely trying to increase the variance of the seed might be Pyre's strategy. We'll see. Looks like they're both going to converge on Dwarf Castle for now.
Yeah. Man, we think someone's going to do something and just go, no, I'm not going to do that.
Although, one big difference here between the two parties here is that Edward has not gained any experience for Pyre. And for Sid being our Berserker, that actually could be a big deal. It'll be a long time before Sid gets enough agility to be RA1.
As soon as you find like a drain sword, or a drain spear, like you've got your agility on point there. Even a Dwarf would do it.
Yeah, it does mean we have to keep looting though.
Loot, yeah, the loot's good. I'm a loot goblin.
Takes time.
Yeah, but you're gonna loot the chests that you touch, and you just hope that the ones you touch have the goods.
Getting lots of Sylph.
Yeah, usually that's what you see, Sylph.
Iridia pulling her weight for the first time in this tournament, I think.
There's an exit on Porum. And, ooh, an upgraded Legend Sword with a Light Sword.
Yeah, nice. +5 strength, or actually it's +3 strength, and holy.
Yeah.
So, but not horrible.
No, we're definitely happy with that upgrade. And Banker's gonna be working his way towards the Black Cat Lamb to get the... we found it. We found the shiny stick. The shiniest of sticks.
That's helpful.
Very helpful. And we've already got its, the partner of the cat claw to go with it, so...
Yeah, that's huge for Sid, too. Getting that extra agility.
So we've got Crystal Sword, we've got Light Sword. I mean, really, we just need to find X-Cal. We've got the whole gang.
One of each.
Yeah.
Nice. Collect the whole set.
One for everybody right now. Banker's getting some life glitches here for some extra experience.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Probably just trying to get as much, I don't know, HP for Rydia, agility for Sid, maybe both. But eking out as many levels as he can.
And we'll see what the Mad Ogres give here. Is it going to be another key item, or are we going to have to go underground? Ooh.
I guess
Twin
we go
harp. What? Was one for to save the Twin Harp? Like, yes, there's the whole thing of, just do your objectives. But if we do it later, just to maybe route in the treasury at the same time.
Yeah, that routing is convenient. I think it's worth the boss check and the key item check, though.
I mean, we've got to get underground at some point in time. It's not going to be...
Yeah, very
and
true.
then we can... Like, the grandest thing that could be there would be Darkness or Adamant at this point.
Yeah, or any, Pan, Tower, or Luca to help make the underground a little easier.
But we'll see what Pankraz decides here, because Pyre had to go in and clear the salmon chest, and...
Yep, it is hook route.
Let's go underground.
Well, that's nice. Pick up that
Drain sword, yep. We're halfway there to figuring out our agility. No Azura.
That's not a helpful shop.
Well, I mean, there's always the Azura strats for Z.
Ooh, we got bandanas.
Ooh. I'm gonna pick
Not
up some of
as
those.
useful, because Sid's probably just gonna max out strength anyway. But they're nice to have.
Yeah, they're a little bit more. I think they're a little bit more defensible than a black belt.
Yeah, the black belt has great evasion, but without shields, it's not as useful.
Mm-hmm. And then here's the aggressive out one. Like, we're gonna hit these three, maybe. Ooh, ninja shirt.
Nice ninja shirt, yeah. And a Gaia hat, too. That's +5 wisdom.
No, nothing else grand here in Evelyn. You can see what her character is.
And we've got a little bit of divergence here.
Ah. If I were going to check that Twin Harp. And here comes another one of those nasty trap chests we have always had issues with when we're playing vanilla.
Yeah, especially we're gonna anchor with Sid here, so he could get put to sleep. But we're fine.
Totally fine. And we get...
All right.
Well, okay.
Everyone is gonna go bear today, eh?
Yeah, we got crystal swords galore.
All right.
It's not bad. It's fine.
think-
We've got Sid with HP. It's
Yeah.
not DKC at King Queen Evelyn.
The big thing is you have to pick who gets the extra experience, because I think it's only going to be Sid and one other person.
Yeah, I mean we have Edward, so it's completely free.
Yeah,
But do we want to give Eddie experience? That's the question.
Sid should be able to handle it.
But Pyre here in the Cave Magnus doing his objective. We're gonna hear some tunes from the one, the only, the DJ's Toonie B. I have some songs I like to hear. We'll see what one we get to hear tonight.
Wow, look at that crystal sword go.
Making some work on that Mylon Z.
Yeah, exploiting that zombie creature type and doing quad 9 damage, no problem. Unfortunately, no prize for doing this early, so looks
The
like
prize was the objective.
yes. Looks like the correct choice would have been coming back later, but shouldn't be too much of a difference, but we'll see.
No. All we know is it's not double required. That's the biggest thing.
That is good knowledge to have, I'd say.
Banker's been making quick work of these Mad Ogres. He's just going, I'm going to hit you for quad 9. I'm going to hit you for way more health than you have. And the Mad Ogres will hopefully give us something grandiose here. Or not.
Nope.
I mean,
Oh, well.
Elixir is nice. It's a better Ether too.
Yeah. We don't really have any MP issues right now, though.
But we might in the future.
We may.
You never know. You never
We'll
know.
probably want to pick up a character from Dwarf Castle, just because we can't do anything in Sylph right now.
No, and that gives us, what, 6 summons on Rydia possibly?
Yeah,
help
we
out
might
with
get Leviathan, which would be pretty great.
Ooh, or just do Indra strats? Indra?
Yeah, maybe. Might need some help for that.
Just need some stat boosting gear for some wisdom. It's fine.
Might even need some action buffers.
Oh no! Did you see what Pyre picked up there in the hidden chest?
Was it a heroin robe?
It was a heroin robe.
And that solves all of our problems.
Yeah, Pankraz missed that one.
So Sid is now a fully functional character.
Yep. We got some punchy imps here. Just gotta
Punchy,
keep Sid
but
up.
Very squishy.
Yeah, just gotta keep Sid alive here, and these imps will be done soon.
All right, now I just need to get through that DKC and we're underground.
Yeah, and for DC, you don't put any inputs in there.
Well, I'm
You
curious.
just let the waves come.
Who would you give the XP to? Borum or Rydia?
You have to pour them.
Yeah, I kind of think I'd give it to Rydia in anticipation of Sylph Cave. I don't think there's a right answer.
No, there really isn't. Going for the forum.
That's the long-term, Z fight. Makes sense to do that.
Planning for the end game early on. And there goes DKC crumbling away. FF4FE is taking his time to reorganize his menu, his inventory here. Something I wish I could do, but I can't.
Yeah, half the battle is just remembering to do it.
The other half is doing it fast.
Yeah. And not accidentally putting the item that you just moved down into the inventory back up into the inventory.
Yep. Get all grouped together to sell faster later on.
Yeah. Was that a blue robe?
I think so.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
It's very interesting. Do we just go straight up the tower right now?
I think we go to Dwarf still, because I think we want to get a multi-target summon for Rydia. That's just my guess.
Yeah, but we've seen a blue robe already.
Well, actually, either that or Virus. Virus would also be really good to pick up before we do that.
That's true.
But it could just be Water Hag, and, you got free experience and a key item up there.
Mm-hmm. And possibly 4 more along the way. But FF4FE is doing exactly what you said, going straight to Dwarf.
Looks like we're gonna fast anchor for this one, as fast as Sid can go anyway.
I mean, this is one of those tricky spots where it's like you want to be fast for one half and then you want to be slow for the second half. Like,
yeah, usually the first half is more dangerous, but sometimes you can get really into trouble.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh hey, it's Ogopogo into Leviathan.
Yeah.
And you go, where's my HP?
We got a turtle. That's a little scary here.
It's fine. We've got a crystal sword. We've got a blizzard spear for the ice weakness. He doesn't have the wave up. This turtle is not long for this world.
Yeah, it could do some damage for the next fight if it's dangerous. Looks like Pyre is going to make short work of the Dark Imps and that DKC. Just one objective up. And that's why he's getting through here.
We picked up a Thunderclaw somewhere. We must have missed. That'll...
Yes. Yeah, I do remember it was somewhere in Eblin Cave, I believe.
First just on the hook route. Right next to the green sword.
Yeah, that's right.
And there goes the turtle.
Nice.
And Pyre going for the farm experience.
And use the elixir on Sid there. Now this Mist Dragon is very tame, so absolutely no issues. I saw Indra.
I saw Odin and Cockatrice.
Yeah, a Cockatrice is interesting. Could be helpful, but probably not.
More than likely not, but I mean, it has some uses sometimes.
Okay, looks like chat is informing us that Leviathan was also in that group, so that is much better.
Yeah, that's the huge gain here, is the Leviathan.
Much faster, much more spell power.
Mm-hmm.
Very useful.
And we get to see the best hand of all, the ghosty hand.
Ooh.
Like, there's some hands I like, but this is by far the best one, is the ghost hand.
Yeah, it's very unique. Very interesting palette, for sure.
Yeah, like the evil wall gives like off a gray hand.
Mm-hmm.
And what's today's fashion here in Dwarf for a necklace? Package.
Well,
I mean, if you really want a 5th character, you have package as an option here.
yeah. It's a very long check for a 5th character.
And a possible gauntlet.
Yeah. That would be the big prize if anyone checks it.
Yeah, but Pyre here going up the tower.
Yeah, wants to find out if that blue robe is Gauntlet or Water Hag.
What are the odds? I mean, it's always tended to be like 1 in 34 for gauntlet to be anywhere.
Yeah, there are 35 bosses, right?
Yeah, there's 35 bosses, but only 34 spots in the game.
Yep.
So there's going to be one that's not in the seed at all.
Correct.
But we know that the gauntlet's somewhere because it's an objective. Don't want a broken seed now. But FF4FE taking on the Warriors here did not heal at all.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Definitely, I wouldn't be risk this at all. I mean, got that run buffer and menuing down to a science.
Yeah. So far, the only thing I've seen in the tower was a Drain Spear.
Drain Spear is nice, though.
Yeah.
Means we've got our agility figured out with anybody. And
Okay.
there's the shiny rock.
That's a nice pickup. Nothing in the Feymarch, though. Just a ribbon.
Well, we don't know if it's nothing yet. We still have to check the Feymarch bosses here.
Oh, okay, well. Let's see.
It's half empty. Now it's fully empty.
Well, there's a free fight in the king spot, but
We're
not
not
worth
taking
it,
that on. No,
we
and
don't need anything.
That Vigan's a nasty Vigan too, so
Yeah, that's never happening.
nope. Like, get me out of here now. But Peggers here opting to do Sylph. Might be hoping to get a tower key before doing Lower Babel here. Interesting play.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's one of those things like, which of the 2 key items do you want? Do you want to do tower, get the tower keys before doing the tower, or do you want the pan before doing Sylph?
Yeah, and well, since the back of Sylph is in play, you can also pick up the pan there. It's kind of it's a little different calculus than without K-Trap, but definitely that is always a big question.
That's just a water hag here at the top of the Lower Babel.
All right, the boss hunt continues.
It's going to be a package now, 100%. Runners are never going to find it.
Yeah, the longer the boss hunt goes on, the more thorough you have to be finding all the key items, because you can't miss a single one.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that you see the water hag now, and you have this package. It's just going to be sitting there in the back of your head, just clawing at you, going, "The gauntlet's going to be a package, but I can't do it."
Yeah, that's a hard play to make. You give up like 3 minutes of time to check it.
Yeah, but we make up that 3 minutes by finding the pass here at the Lower Babel spot.
Well, that's helpful. Unless Gauntlet is just, at the Masa altar or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did want to have a required moon, at least I do.
Well, so far,
Hey! We completed the set. We got an Excal.
Excellent. Everyone goes burr. So far, the key items have been a little stingy. We've got 3 of our objectives obtainable. We've got to find the darkness somewhere, so that would be 4.
Yeah, with so few key items here on the blue planet so far, like, that gives more of them to be actually on the moon here.
And we are actually starting to run out of places. We've just got Sylph and Sheila 1, I think.
Yeah, it just got Toad Lady. I think 2 more down here in the Poison Treasury and Sheila 1.
Oh,
yeah.
And I forgot.
The Accursed Mountain.
Yep, the Accursed Mountain. That'd be really interesting if darkness is there. Especially if we don't find magma in the meantime.
Yeah. Well, if we find magma here in the underground, then we have an idea of where that darkness crystal is going to be. Because of logic.
Yeah, it does make it a little more likely that it's just sitting up at Ordeals.
Mm-hmm. A Thor hammer.
It's pretty neat.
I mean, it's all of Sid's weapons are amazing. The best one's the fiery hammer. But, they got the Gigantex and Thor hammer.
Yeah, they're all good.
And Poison Treasury was a bupkis. Nothing there.
Yeah, that was absolute garbage.
Yeah, so required moon?
Looking that way, but we still have a couple places to check.
Stop ruining my fun!
Hey, we gotta be realistic here.
I know, we could have a big chain of, like, Baron into Earth Crystal, into Rat Tail, into getting our darkness, but I mean, just let me have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
Gotta keep the hopes and dreams alive, right?
But we want a required moon.
Yeah.
With lots of fetch quests to distract our players.
No, there's the tower key.
Of course. Nice archer bow, Sylph Cave.
Archer bow.
What is this loot table?
Yeah, I mean, the bows are just useless here.
And we see the rare blitz item usage from the Thor hammer, which is very interesting. I think that was blitz. It wasn't...
Yeah, that's blitz.
Yeah.
Usage of the Thor hammer. Thor hammer does blitz, fiery hammer does a nuke, which actually does respectable damage.
Well, that's nuke, so...
Well, I mean, you turn around and you use, like, Kane's white spear, and you use it for white, it does, like, 300 damage. But you use a fiery hammer as an item and you have it cast nuke, it does, like, 2 to 3k. Like, it's useful.
Yeah.
Fire season is of there being nothing here in the Fey March. Does he go over to Dwarf or does he go up to Sylph?
That's a good question.
And goes up to Sylph here.
I think, gosh, I don't know what the damage range is on this Thor hammer blitz, but maybe it's enough for ghosts?
I'm not 100% sure myself on the damage range of it.
Looked like it was a bit above 1200, and the ghosts have 1100 HP, so it should be enough. But I don't know the minimum.
Yeah, Banger's gonna be making quick work of these eyeballs in here.
Oh yeah. I think Sid's got double crystal.
He's got double crystal, he's just getting the second crystal for the stats. We'll see here when he swings next time if he's got double crunch. Yeah, he's got double crunch.
Which I'm not even sure Sid needs. Would not be surprised if he's maxed out on strength already.
Yeah, I'm a little curious on why I'm wearing the double crystal sword instead of like a crystal sword cat claw here. Oh, there's the gauntlet.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I did kind of see this coming.
It's a Tower of Blue Robes. So I mean, the Tower of Babel is definitely required here.
Oh yeah. Good chance that we have darkness too.
Mm-hmm.
At least decent chance.
Yeah, could be a Sheila one.
Yep.
Or the Accursed Mountain. I'm calling the Accursed Mountain for darkness. That's always my call there.
Yeah, that would be, I think we do that last because we keep looking for magma underground or darkness. But we still have Pan and Luca, so if darkness is on the mountain, it doesn't guarantee that magma is also up there.
Yeah, so that Thor hammer's doing around 15 to 1400 damage. Those spirits. So definitely heads up play on Pyre's side for knowing that the Thor hammer's blitz can do that much damage.
Yeah, it's really huge knowledge. I didn't even know it had blitz before he used it on the warriors.
Oh, I knew it had blitz. I just didn't realize it was that powerful. Like the Triton dagger that Paladin can get will cast Flood.
Yeah. Most items have 8 spell multipliers attached to them. So whatever the spell power is for the spell that it's using, and then multiply that by 8. There are exceptions. Oof, the tofus.
We've got Stardust Rod.
I think I'd have gone with a virus here. But it all works.
Who needs a sweeper when you have a Thor hammer?
Yeah. Sid is everything.
Yeah.
We don't need other characters. We have Sid.
Definitely. FF4FE completing the FF4FE Gauntlet. Gonna go take on that water hag, and we can see what we get from that tower key. Just how gated is this Darkness Crystal gonna be?
Yeah, we still have Earth, Baron, Luca, Pan, and Rat Tail as potential chains.
Mm-hmm. And that'll definitely come into play when you got the Darkness Crystal and you're looking for one key item, between the Magma Key and Earth Crystal.
Yeah.
But you have those other chaining options of Pan and Baron Key, Luca, and you're on the moon. It's like, do I follow this chain now, or do I just keep going for altars and trap chest up here?
Plus, if we do find, darkness before ordeals, then there's still ordeals in play. Maybe you're going to the moon, and do you check that with something else?
Target the knowledge here of the tower key. Hopefully we'll go straight up there and get that done, just to kind of help clear out that underground here. It's literally on your way to go check Sheila 1.
Yeah, I think you gotta check it.
Mm-hmm. Because the nice thing is you get stuck back in the Enterprise. You never have to worry about swapping ships again.
Yeah, that's another bonus for sure.
Like, I love the tower key for that. It's like I don't have to worry about, where's my airship? Where's my Enterprise so I can take around the hovercraft? Yeah, it's just like, hey, it's coming straight to me. Never lose your vehicle again. I think we've all done that. We're like, where's my boat? Where's my boat?
Yeah, and sometimes it does get lost.
Yeah, about to have a high five here from our runners. Boop, there's the high five.
Nice. Yeah, we're pretty much in lockstep here. FF4FE does have to do harp still, but that's just about the difference.
Yeah. The only difference is the harp and dwarf.
Yeah, Dwarf Castle for Pyre. So I guess
Yeah, Pyre did Dwarf Castle and Pyre did Twin Harp. That's the biggest difference here.
Yeah, so I guess we'll put Pankraz at a little bit of an advantage then.
Do we call it? I mean, it's more boss knowledge on Pankraz's side. He's seen 2 more bosses.
Yeah. Oh, the Chimeras absorb lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Nice knowledge from Pyre, though, to queue up that attack.
Luca key. Yeah,
Well,
you let's just clear the underground right now. We have warp. It's about a minute down there. You check it now.
I mean, we also don't have darkness yet.
Yeah.
Well, this is a really interesting chain if it is here.
I did not want a long chain to be called I don't want to be a witch. Even if the order was wrong, all the items were there.
Now, it would be funny if this was a long chain to a Zonk, and then, you know, it was just on ordeals all along.
That would be good. Okay, that I can go for.
That would at least be different.
Yeah.
And I think it would probably impact both of our runners equally.
Mm-hmm. So if you're not you don't even have to check the boss here. If it's a Zonk item, you just reset out and go right back to the entrance.
The only scary part about this is if it is Baron or Rat or Pan.
Yeah, because you have to walk those out.
Yeah. Okay, it's just the Vanilla Darkness Crystal.
It's Vanilla Darkness.
All right, well now we can. We still have Sheila 1 set up. We can check that for a key item, and then we can probably head to the moon, or we can gamble on our deals.
Oh, Ordeals is not going to have our magma key.
No, but it could have the Earth Crystal.
This is true.
And that would be a pretty big gamble, I think. Oh yeah, and as John Burkhead is pointing out in chat, it could be the Pan leading to Magma Key.
Mm-hmm. Like we want to see a bunch of vanilla here in Luca. We're fighting Evil Wall.
Very interesting. It's nice to see Evil Wall here, but
and not at K value, because K value is a freight truck hitting you.
It's got the HP, but it might be dicey.
Oh, yeah, it's dicey. You may have the HP, but that spot hits for like 2,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting some plinky warps here from Pankraz.
Yeah, and Pankraz putting warp down at the bottom of the spell menu. Why are we warping out of the save room, though? Maybe that's faster?
Yeah, if you have the perfect inputs for the plinky orbs, it's about equal getting through those very fast rooms to walk through.
Okay, well, there's the Pan. So scratch off ordeals for Pan value.
Okay, more vanilla.
So we got another key item check. This is either really good for Pyre or not so good for Pyre.
Oh,
this is scary.
And doing ordeals right after.
This is a huge gamble too.
We've already seen the gauntlet. Like, this is a play to do something that Pankraz is never gonna do. Pankraz has Darkness Crystal in hand. He's never gonna do this.
I kind of think this is what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
But man, this is a play, especially when you just get the Pan too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could go check that first. And you know that Pankraz doesn't like to do Sheila 1 if he can avoid it.
Oh, he'll do Sheila 1, he just won't do ordeals.
Yeah, sometimes he won't even set it up. Today, though, I think he's got to check it, right?
Yeah.
But will he do the Pan?
I think he'll do the Pan. Because going down to Bonk Yang sticks you at that critical
Yeah.
HP for Dark Elf.
That's true. He hasn't done the harp yet.
Mm-hmm.
So that is actually a really good point.
But never mind. Raising the well now.
I think this is a save scum. He's going to raise the whale, and then... Although the airship positioning maybe leads me to second guess that.
And just back attack Leviathan, and Sid just goes, no, get out of here. I have an electrified hammer. Go away.
Yeah, that all these bosses are speed bumps.
Mm-hmm. You mean, it could be an eyeball check here on Pankraz's side.
Yeah, that would be a
The
lot
eyeball.
faster than Sheila 1, I guess. Or maybe about the same amount of time. Oh, that's a zonk.
So about Leviathan from Dwarf.
That would have been helpful at the beginning of the seed, if you could get through those bosses. Bad news for Pyre, but he's going to check that pan.
And Pankraz going to do his objective of Twin Harp here.
I wonder why we raised the whale first. Interesting.
I don't know. Should be super close to the city there to raise it, get it done and over with. Figuring that I'm going to have to raise it anyways, might as well raise it now.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe he was thinking, let's bring the whale over, and then Earth Crystal is just go mode. You just land right back as that. But there's obviously you can still find magma or still have to do other quests. So I don't know.
We have Bonk the Monk and got a full moon for it.
Kind of a low tier treasure.
Yeah, Pyre not checking this Luca. Following the pan here.
Mm-hmm. So Pyre will probably be checking everything.
I mean, there's actually a world here where you don't need to raise the Darkness Crystal. And
oh yeah,
interesting.
For sure. That would be very bad news for Pankraz if he ends up going to the moon.
Mm-hmm. There's
oh my word. Okay.
And the chain continues.
Well, now the only potential chaining items left are Earth and Rat. All right. Second music. Hope you all enjoyed.
Yeah. Pyre deciding to clean up the underground here, doing Dwarf, and we'll get the package and then go, well, do I do Baron or Luca?
Yeah, if Darkness is this late for Pyre, I think you have to do Baron, don't you? Unless you can make it up with a good moon routing.
Yeah, there's really...
Or lucky moon routing, I guess.
Yeah, lucky moon routing, because you're looking for one of two key items.
Yeah, and you don't know, they might be right next to each other, they might be spread out.
Or maybe not even up there anyways,
Yeah.
as much as we want it to be.
We will see. Alright, so here's the Sheila 1 check for Pankraz.
As our runners are stepping over each other's paths here, just want to give a good shout out to our restreamer Aaron Lore, putting up all this together for us. Fiery Blizzard for pushing all those buttons, keeping them safe from Possum. Both our runners, Pankraz and Pyre, are actually racing and putting on the show, and my co-commentator, Plumerianite. Be sure to follow every single one of these people here. They are amazing.
Yeah, this tournament has been quite a blast. I am really enjoying these two. Look at this play. Pankraz resets, says no thank you. I'm gonna go to the moon. I love that.
Yeah, so it definitely will come down to, what that Baron key leads into. But going straight for the eyeball. Pyre going to drink from the dwarf pot to get a free HP refill.
Yeah, I don't see that too often.
No, you don't. But maybe he hasn't found any camping gear for sale, so
Yeah.
wants to save the little bit he has for the moon.
Yeah, definitely. I always say a white mage is the same as a tent, but you have to have at least some MP restoratives to actually implement that.
Yeah, we're not even going to check the bosses here. There's no point.
No.
It's just a matter of getting all the way basically to the end, because that's where the eyeball is, of course.
We've already seen the freest of free fights, so even if you wanted XP or something, there's really just no reason to check.
There's still one more chance for a free fight. And that's Bivern.
Yeah, that would be fun to see, at least.
Yeah. You get no experience, but it's a free fight.
Okay,
But there's magma.
That really kind of changes the race. Pyre really needs to just do that as soon as possible to try to have any chance here.
Yeah, because we know it's not going to be behind the Earth Crystal now, so it's like, originally the way that it could have gone is that you could get the Earth Crystal from Baron and get Magma Key from Zod.
Yeah, goodness. I'm just trying to think if there's any way to like get both the magma and the earth and save time over whatever's in Cave Bahamut. But that's such a long shot.
It would have to be at the hair dryers. Earth Crystal would have to be there.
Yeah, that would probably be the best case scenario.
Mm-hmm. I'm even trying to think of nasty bosses that could be at cave value at this point. I mean, a lot of them are already out of the pool.
Yeah, Evil Wall, Darken.
Dragon.
Yeah.
DKC.
There's not much that could really throw us for a loop.
An annoying one would be Azura.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
Because we don't have any anti-mage gear. To answer your question in chat, why is one objective missing on the tracker? Memes, because actually in the flag set, it starts at objective 2. So
there is no...
Yeah, there is no objective 1. It does not exist.
Or you can consider it a freebie.
Yeah.
Even a very bad Witchburn here. Like, I think white would be the worst. The spell power is so low here.
Yeah.
Sid's gonna shrug it off. Form's gonna dodge it. I don't think it'll be a big problem.
It's mainly physical attacking bosses here, and a lot of them are already out of the pool. We've already seen Karate sets another one out of the pool. We have a dance party at Cave Value.
Fission isn't going to take us out because we're staggered, so... This is pretty easy.
Yeah.
Unless defeat Millen first accidentally. Then it's very
But,
scary.
Well, yes, I mean, use Mylon first in any spot. Those zombies are going to be real angry,
Yeah,
and
this spot in particular.
I've seen them hit pretty hard at like Baron Inn.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a tricky spot too.
You want to see some zombies do quad 9?
I do.
Take on Mylon first. You can get your wish. But this is a super free fight, and the question comes to me, does Pancraz check the Lunar Dais here?
Fu would be nice. But otherwise, I think we just want to get some XP on Porum here.
Mm-hmm.
Although Sid should be good to go. Maybe we want a little more HP on him.
Yeah,
But,
Pyre going to the eyeball, gonna find that magma key, gonna be super happy about it.
Oh yeah. So that's good for Pyre. We'll see if he does anything like check the hair dryers, but he's just a little bit behind right now.
It all depends on whether or not... Oh, nope, never mind. Pancraz is not going for experience from the behemoths here.
Pancraz is going back to the Earth.
But Pancraz is going to Z.
Looks like it. This is not free. I just want to say.
Yeah, this is well, this goes to show, I mean, how much Pancraz believes in his abilities here.
I believe in Pankraz's abilities too, but this is scary. I'm a little scared.
I'm scared too. But as Pancraz is about to turn the pass here, we have a question we must ask, don't we?
We do. Zermus is too bad, too powerful, too scary to put into Antlion Cave. But we'd like to randomize his appearance. So Tybalt, would you like to ask the big question?
Yeah, oh, what is it again?
Something about hats.
Yeah, does he have a hat? Can you do my taxes?
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh, very cute. Has to be cute.
Yeah. All the sprays. Well, some of the sprays may not be too cute, but no, the question we always have to ask, whose butt are we going to be kicking tonight? Or to be considered evening. I don't know. It's night somewhere, okay?
It's night somewhere, it's morning somewhere, wherever you are. Let's kick some butt. We can hide Edward for some safety too.
Yeah? That is definitely an option.
We do have that
here.
option, yeah.
But yeah, these HP totals are lackluster, to say the least.
Yeah, Sid can eat an unnerfed Big Bang, but he'll then, if we get the combo right into Medio, that would be bad.
Okay,
It's early.
I've seen this boss once before. The other thing you have to think about, I mean, you may have thought it was early. If there's 5 party members, it would have been.
Ah, yes. That makes sense.
Things get a little different when you only have 4 party members.
Alright, we're not gonna hide Edward, but we are gonna heal up Rydia, which is good, because she's helping.
Yeah, she's got the other crystal sword.
Yeah, she's doing just enough that we might miss out on the Big Bang into Medio combo here.
Yeah, the Wombo combo, as we like to call it.
Yeah, I think we've got just enough damage. So, there we go. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Pancraz showing off here, doing a berserk glitch. Gonna save some animation time here. Rennie will still be swinging one weapon, but still doing the damage of both crystal swords.
Very nice.
But as we said before, saving those seconds, it can make a difference. I know the difference between just a regular sword swing and like the shurikens is like a 24-second difference.
Those
in animation. So, like, saving seconds where you can.
All right, we're gonna nerf a Big Bang here. Might not have gotten enough damage front loaded. So we're just gonna make this super safe.
Yeah, and Runia took the counter nuke.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Gonna
as long
cure
as it wasn't
3 too. Hopefully avoid the wombo combo.
Orm should survive. Yeah, we're good.
Oh yeah.
And there's rocks.
All right, well done.
Well, it's still not over yet.
It's pretty much over.
There it is. There's the snap, crackle, boom.
GG
is taken. Game 3.
What a race. Man, that was so well executed.
Yes, it was.
And we see Pyre is going to take some grinding here, make this sea fight nice and safe.
Yeah, wants a little bit extra HP on Porum, which is not, it all depends on how you feel. If you don't feel comfortable with low HP, definitely get yourself some experience, get some levels in HP to make yourself feel a bit more comfortable.
Absolutely.
We'll see if we can get Pankraz in here for an interview. And with that, Badum, welcome in. GG's, Pankraz.
GG's, thank you.
What a well-executed race.
Outside of, the first 5 minutes, sure.
Well, that was a super difficult early game.
Yeah, having, Rubicon be the boss there, you have to attack. That's your only option. And, when his Fire 2 does 90 damage and your party collectively has 200 hit points, it gets a little dicey.
Just a little bit. I think one question that's burning in our brains here is giving Rydia early game experience. What was the reasoning behind that?
You had Sylph. The party was extremely low power, and Sylph solved some of that. It's not game-breaking amounts of power. Like, it's no Crystal Sword Sid. But it's more than enough to get through at least Antlion, Fabul, and Baron Inn, and maybe, if needed to, some Zot stuff / and beyond. I needed some kind of power to get going, and Porum with her weaponry wasn't quite getting there. So getting Rydia XP means that I can have Sylph, and gives me insurance, so that way, should I need to later on and not find another one, I have a ready-to-go Leviathan caster / Odin caster or something to sweep Sylph and beyond.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, and then that's what we figured you did Dwarf was for the extra Rydia summons.
Oh, exactly. Like, I like doing Dwarf with, no sweeper in sight, but I have a Rydia. Let's roll the dice and see if I can get Leviathan. And this time I rolled the dice and it gave me Leviathan. And I was happy about that. So, used it instantly, went off to the races, got some XP, got some, not a lot. But eventually got the tower key, which, opened up a lot. And turns out that had 2+ objectives behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely one of the big differences today was that you did Dwarf right after going underground, while Pyre did Lower Babel. And you both got a sweeper, kind of, from those respective checks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking later in the game, as I'm going back above ground, thinking to myself, wait a minute. Thor Hammer can be used for Blitz. Oh, God, I'm 10 minutes behind. That didn't feel great. But,
yeah.
I like Leviathans. And I got
As it turned out, Pyre ended up kind of hard last locating that Darkness Crystal. That ended up being the final difference.
Yeah, it seemed, I saw in the spoiler log that it's Vanilla Pan to Baron to nothing.
Ooh.
Or something to that effect.
That's right. Pyre did skip Baron.
Yeah,
so
did
that
do
helps a
Baron.
little bit, but yeah, once I went up, I'm not going to get burned again. Check that for that last item, maybe it's something, and I see the pan, I'm like, immediately, executive decision, no, we're not doing this. I'm not going back down there. I'm not going to chase whatever this gives. I'm going to go back to the old plan, and we're going to go for some density up on the moon. And first chest, eyeball, gives me magma. Turns out that the hair dryers, the other chest, has earth crystal.
Yeah, as we just found that out right
Yeah,
now, that
just
Earth
now.
Crystal's
Yo,
here.
my timing is impeccable. Oh yeah, so I couldn't have guessed wrong if I went up there, which makes me it's on the one hand, that's nice, cool, great. On the other hand, like, doesn't matter which one you pick. So if somebody else, or if Pyre gets that darkness crystal early too, well, maybe he's gonna go up there without doing the pan this time. I don't think so after last seed, but maybe. Who knows? Smile. And especially after I got attacked by my body on the hook route, I wasn't feeling great.
No, I love that reset out of pan. It just shows, you really have to cut out as
You
much
have to cut some
fluff
corners.
as
You
possible.
cannot do everything, especially on a high power flag set like this.
Mhm.
Most flag sets you can't do everything effectively. You've got to do something. You have to pick a fade and die by it. And it's even more so compounded than this one, and even more so compounded now that we're, in game 3 of the finals. You've
Yeah,
got to,
definitely.
especially against the higher caliber opponents, you have to do something to make some time up.
Yeah, we definitely saw that. You actually show off some knowledge there of the legend sword versus the dark elf there.
Yeah, I saw the dark elf and I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be slow. And then I remembered. I'm like, wait a minute. Equip, and she did 4 times as much damage, so that was a real boon. Saved a good bit of time over just smacking it over and over again, and maybe wheeling.
Definitely save some time. We could see it on stream between you and Pyre.
Oh boy. Well, that should be fun to watch back then. See them side by side, dueling dark elves.
Mm-hmm.
It was an amazing race, especially the early game, watching everything.
Watching us both die to Rubicant.
Yeah, that early
watching you
Ruby
guys-
was just
And then leaving Antlion, finding that Blizzard Spear. I said some not nice things. Mostly aimed at the seed. Some aimed at me. And
Well, I found it really just fun to watch, your approach to how to get started on this seed.
thanks for saying it. It was fun to try to figure it out. Puzzle seeds and difficulty is something that I like in some seeds. That's why I'm such a big fan of Sea Hero a lot of the times, just because it adds such a big wrench to things. And trying to navigate through that, figure out, how to detangle this mess of gears and wrenches. Or how do I survive a Rubicant Fire 2 with 200 hit points? Got a Dragoon Shield. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, Strike Hearing. Ooh, that didn't work. Okay, let's stop. Etc. Like, sometimes the move is just to say, I'm going to come back later, and sometimes you can puzzle through.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts for game 4?
Well, it should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to continuing on. I've got a win in my pocket, or I'm up a game again, which is dangerous after, the previous game. So maybe the pattern will hold. Maybe I will get to walk away with a cool hat. We'll find out on Monday.
yeah. What time on Monday is it said to be right now?
9 p.m. Eastern.
I think 9 p.m., yeah. It gives me an hour and a half-ish to get home from work. Which will be tight, but, we'll get there.
All right, well, I don't
See
have
what
any
happens.
I don't have any other questions for you, Pancraz. Do you, Plumeria?
No, that'll do it for me.
All right, well, good to hear. I'm glad that you all in the booth enjoyed. Hopefully everyone at home enjoyed. I'm really happy with a lot of the execution, especially given some, we'll call it issues, both of the Rubicant and of the bodily function variety. We'll leave it at that. And, I can't be upset with how that Z fight or anything played out. So we'll call it a win in my books and move on till tomorrow night. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for the commentary, Blumerian Dibble. Thank you, Aaron Lore, for the seed. Thank you, Fiery Blizzard, for those buttons. Thank you all for putting on a nice show and having some fun tonight or this afternoon. See you all
It was
Monday,
our pleasure.
and take care.
Take care.
All right, well, that was Pankraz. We'll see if we can get Pyre in here for an interview, and welcome in. GG's Pyre.
GG's, thank you.
Well run race.
Thanks, yeah. I thought that I played that one pretty good, so I'm pleased with it.
Yeah, the early game was especially difficult.
Yeah, running around with an ogre axe and a cat claw with no HP.
Yeah. And then to finally get a Sid to, double your HP amount.
Almost triple.
Yeah. But, so, I mean, you decided to follow the pan there. Are you just wanting to not check Luca at all, even though you have a warp caster?
Luca's a long check, and it's probably the same amount of time per check, so I wasn't particularly one way or another, and since I already had the pan, I figured I would check that first since I had Luca a little while ago. And then just go in reverse order of key items I've got most recently, with a stop off in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, were you thinking like trying to shake up, do something that Pankraz wouldn't do?
Not particularly. I was just trying to be as efficient as possible, taking
nice.
stops as I'm going by them.
Love it.
You decided to go up Tower of Babel for doing Sylph. Are you one to not care if you have the tower key or not?
No, I had no real good sweeper, so I was hoping to run up, grab a Bahamut out of a chest if I got lucky, or maybe something else that would probably help me sweep, which ended up I did. And plus, I wanted to see if it was Water Hag up top, so I could stop checking extra bosses before. Because if I didn't go up tower, I would have went through Sylph first, Fey March first, and then I would have checked those bosses, which would have lost a little bit of time. So I figured with a blue robe right up top, that was my best bet.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. And how did you feel about that Thor hammer as a sweeper?
I was quite happy once I got it, because it's like, all right, now I don't have to find something for Rydia. And I can take most things out with it. With one or two at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing Dwarf would have rewarded you with Leviathan for Iridia.
Yeah, I did do Dwarf later, but I never checked her summons after that because there were no needs. But good to know there was another way to go about it, because that was probably going to be my next stop if I didn't come up with anything from Tower, to see if I could pull either another character or a summon from there.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, you decided to go board deals. Was that a play to kind of game the system against Pankraz because he's never going to check that?
No, it's more along my efficiency. I would be flying directly past it, and I could one-shot everything on the way through, so it doesn't take too terribly much time to actually get up there to do it. And I believe that was before I found... Was that before? No, that was after. So yeah, it was just a quick check on the way.
Okay. Well, I don't have any other questions for you, Pyre. I mean, GG's. I mean, you took a game off of Pankraz. You hoping to take another game off of him and take his crown away?
I'm going to try my best.
Well, good luck, and I hope it's a fun match.
Me too. All right.
Well,
There's nothing
GG's
else.
once again here.
I'm going to go and relax.
Yeah, definitely
All right,
racks after
bye.
this one. Heck of a race. GG's.
Thanks. GG's, thanks for having me on. Take care. Bye.
Yeah, you too. All right, well, that was Pyre, everybody. GG's to him for, taking at least a game off Pankraz in the previous round, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's
Yeah,
gonna be at 9
anything
Eastern.
can happen.
Mhm.
So I'm really excited to see how it goes.
So am I. Like, these are some of our veteran top tier runners, and like they They put on an amazing show no matter what.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. We'll be sending you over to
Power
Up with Pride. Yeah, they're doing Winter Pride or Point of Pride. So that sounds like a fun time.
That it does.
And so I have been Plumeria Knight, co-commentated with Tybalt the Gambler, Fiery Blizzard on tracking, Aaron Law on restreaming. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody.
It's always a pleasure. Have a good one, everybody.